Hello, how are you doing? My name is Anthony Wilson, and I'm Program Coordinator for MassHire and Remake 4.0. Remake 4.0 is a revolutionary partnership between educators, employers, and the Workforce Board. We're doing a series of workshops, and today's workshop is 5 reasons to consider a career in manufacturing. There are lots of opportunities. There are lots of different things that are changing, especially in these uncertain times. And hopefully that these 5 reasons would be things that we should at least consider as we are looking at different career opportunities and different options that may be a good fit for us in the career paths that we want to walk on. Let me start the PowerPoint right now. All right. Thank you for enduring as I'm trying to navigate the technology. So 5 reasons to consider a career in manufacturing. Let's jump right into this. Number 1 is manufacturing jobs are plentiful. In fact, there's lots of anticipation that they're going to be more plentiful going in the future. I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, I was strongly discouraged from looking at jobs in manufacturing. We're told that certain things were going to come and change and disrupt all the opportunities. I know that automation is going to be one of them, but actually automation has many ways created different opportunities, different job opportunities. They might not be the same ones that were there historically or traditionally, but with technology comes new opportunities. And this manufacturing jobs being plentiful, there are actually lots of people who've been in manufacturing for many years, and looking at several studies that about 22% of people involved in manufacturing are going to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. That's going to create a huge gap and a huge opportunity gap for people to come in and to fill the needs of these employers. You have to think about how many job opportunities, 22% of people are going to be retiring from this whole entire field. And with this opportunity, that's just one section of the opportunities, is people exiting manufacturing because of retirement. That doesn't even touch based on the different needs and increased needs of consumerism that is anticipated. One of the things that has been very shocking to me and really encouraging to me during the whole COVID crisis is how many of our employers have been able to remain open. In fact, many of our employers have been able to increase and additionally hire more people to meet the supply and demands and meet the production needs that are taking place right now. In fact, this morning I had a manufacturer reach out to me and say that they have 16 job openings available right now. So if even a crazy pandemic hasn't been able to throw off our manufacturers, I can just only look forward in the future and just think about the continual growth and the continual opportunities that will come out because of how strong our manufacturing sector is in central Massachusetts. Number 2, you can get to work sooner. Now, this can mean several different things. It doesn't just mean getting to work sooner as you won't have to commute. That is a true thing in many areas. We do have many manufacturers that are local, that are right here in some of our neighborhoods and backyards. And as we drive down the street, we might see a building and have no clue what is being produced or made there. I know that I've had that experience happen plenty of times, that I would drive past a building and I had no idea what was going on in that building. I just saw it was some type of factory. But I've been able to do several tours over the past 2 years, and I've been really floored and just amazed by how active and how many things are actually being made right here, very close to where I work, right in Leominster, Massachusetts. But that's not what get to work sooner actually means. Get to work sooner means this, is that many of these jobs that are available, you don't need a lot of college education to get. So instead of having to go to 2 years, or even 4 years worth of education, you can jump right in. There are plenty of entry-level jobs so you can enter right in upon graduation, or even if you're trying to shift gears in your career, if you're already well into your career, you're trying to shift careers, that you don't need lots of education and or experience to get your foot into the door. That's what it means by get to work sooner. There are lots of opportunities if you want to pursue education, that we actually have 7 educational partners that Remake works with that are part of the consortium for Remake. And they offer trainings, and some of these trainings are 3 to 6 months. And upon completion of these trainings, you can have a certification or a license that is valuable to these employers. So instead of going to college for 2 to 4 years, you can get a certification and a license that is industry standard and recognized and valued by employers in those 3 to 6 months. Once again, just want to share a personal story. When I graduated high school, I was definitely discouraged from looking into manufacturing, and I went off to college. And I don't regret going to college, but I just look at spending 4 years and accumulating a certain amount of college debt. And I just the other day was talking with one of my old high school friends, and he was telling me that when he jumped out of high school and went right into the workforce, that as I was getting educated for 4 years, he was getting on-the-job experience and getting promoted and working his way up, and actually has a very, very successful career in advanced manufacturing, and it all started right in central Massachusetts. So you can get to work sooner because of the opportunities that are offered in advanced manufacturing and the values that many of our employers have. They want to do on-the-job training because certain technology and certain philosophies are unique to those employers, and they want to have their workers adopt their philosophies and work styles and strategies. So manufacturing could be a way for you to get to work sooner. There are opportunities for career progression. So I don't know about you, but engaging with lots of people, and I talk about opportunities in advanced manufacturing or manufacturing, people just think it's just one job, that you just get to stand in front of a machine all day and it's a boring, laborious tasks and you get dirty. Manufacturing has changed so much over the past several decades. We see that we see employers want to hire and want to promote from within. So these aren't just dead-end jobs, but employers are looking to bring people up and to coach and to train people to get to supervisory levels, to get to other positions and opportunities in management or supervisory opportunities right there in their own factory and in their own environment. In advanced manufacturing, that we have to look at it as not just one job, but it's a whole ecosystem of jobs and opportunities that all kind of cross-pollinate, and sometimes they might overlap, and they all work together in a synergistic way to help meet the needs of the public, the demanding needs of the consumer. Just thinking about some of these opportunities that might be out there. When I go to speak with employers and I kind of ask, do they have a kind of a pipeline to promote people? Most of the employers that I speak with, they talk about how they have a pipeline, and they even start bringing up some employees that they're looking to promote and how they're mentoring them and how they're training them and cross-training them on different machines and different techniques. We're also very fortunate that I have plenty of employers who are sending their employees for training because they want their employees to learn and to become more valuable to the whole production process. So that's something that's also very encouraging, that to me, it shows that manufacturing, it's not a dead-end opportunity, but it's a whole promising, blossoming ecosystem. And thinking about this and thinking about manufacturing, it's not just one job, but there's many jobs, as I said earlier. So manufacturers, they need designers, they need engineers, they need quality control technicians, they need the actual producers, they need the logistics side of it, they need the shippers, they need the receivers, they need marketers, managers, you name it. they have a job opportunity for you. It's not just one opportunity, but it could be potentially dozens just in one company. Number 4, that manufacturing is on the cutting edge of technology. It's not something that's just been stagnant, but manufacturing has changed so much and so fast. It is like this, almost this compounded interest in the rate of growth. It's exponential. Right now, we're in the 4th industrial revolution. I know that, at least for myself, sometimes thinking about the industrial revolutions as if it paused back in the 1800s with the steam engine and Eli Whitney's cotton gin. But no, we've had massive technological breakthroughs. And right now in this 4th industrial revolution, we have macro technology, this nanotechnology. We have employers and creators that are trying to respond to this very modern crisis, and they have to use modern technology and modern ways of thinking. Thinking about some of the technological advances that we have, let's look at a piece of technology that we all use, a cell phone. Years ago, we had multiple devices for multiple things. We had a watch that did one thing. We had a camera that did another thing. We had a phone that did, phone stuff. But now we have all of this technology that's just condensed in a very, very small package. And this is just one example of technology that has been changing and has been growing. And our manufacturers need to produce these things. All of these great tools and toys that we use in our everyday lives first had to exist in someone's mind before it existed in our hands. It first had to exist on a plant assembly line before it's used in our homes. So technology, if you're a technological person, there are lots of opportunities for you to develop and grow and use technology in manufacturing. Number 5 is that you can actually see the results of your hard work. You can actually see the results of your hard work. I believe that we're all meant to make, and that when I engage with people and I hear some of the most satisfying and most fulfilling times in their lives has been when they've been able to see tangible results of their hard work and of their labor. Careers in manufacturing, at the end of every shift, at the end of every day, you've made something, you've produced something, you've created something useful for somebody else. And you know that this product isn't just going to sit there, but hopefully it's going to be used and enjoyed by many different people. In our region, we have lots of medical device manufacturers. And I just think of how fulfilling some of those jobs might be. I have family members whose lives are dependent upon some of the medical devices that are made right here in central Massachusetts. Some family members who suffer from diabetes and suffer from other respiratory issues. Those things that are made to keep them alive are actually manufactured, designed, created, and produced right here, right in the region that I am fortunate enough to work in. And so for those people, I want to say thank you. And for people who want to have a meaningful and purposeful career, that manufacturing could be that. If you feel that you want to create and make something to help society, manufacturing does just that. I think of many of our manufacturers in the middle of this crisis who pivoted to respond to the whole COVID crisis. We had manufacturers who stopped production and they had to pivot and start making hand sanitizer. Manufacturers who stopped production and had to pivot and make masks, make PPE gear, make face shields. Even companies who are kind of far out of that whole realm, they started to find ways to use certain parts of the things that they produced and started donating those parts because maybe those parts can be used, some of that plastic or some of those wires could be used to make masks or used for certain medical devices, some of our healthcare providers. That's done, and the creativity and the kindness came from a place of manufacturing. So you get to see the results of all of your hard work. So if you're one of those people that need to see what they've accomplished at the end of the day, manufacturing might be the job for you. I want to give you guys a bonus: increased safety. Manufacturing today isn't the manufacturing of our grandfathers' days. You see, manufacturing of today, we have health laws, we have safety standards, we have lots of, we have OSHA, we have different organizations and companies that have to do oversight and make sure that manufacturing practices are humane. And manufacturers want to keep their workers safe. They want to keep their workers safe. They want to keep their environment safe. And they aren't just stuck back 60 or 100 years ago. But these are employers that actually value their workers, and they value the environment, and they realize that safe workers are happy workers. Safe workers are workers that are able to produce and to be more creative. So we have increased safety. You can spend some time even doing some research on some of the safety laws that have been put into place, and also just the decreased types of decreased industrial accidents that are taking place. So hopefully that's a good bonus for you. Stop this. We're going to be doing several different workshops coming up in the future, but I hope that this was some food for thought for those people who might be looking to get into advanced manufacturing, or because of this whole COVID crisis, they're in a place in which they need to shift gears and maybe start to explore different career opportunities that are out there. If you do have any questions, I'd love to engage with you. My email is open at any time. My email is awilson@masshighernorthcentralwb.com. That is awilson@masshighernorthcentralwb.com. And I want to engage with you, talk about different employment opportunities that are out there, different educational opportunities that are out there. Well, we're fortunate enough that our educational partners were able to transition and to move their classes virtually and online. And we're developing opportunities for the fall for the educational classrooms and certifications. And so we don't know. Hopefully, if you're interested, I'll be able to talk to you about the opportunities that are available. So one more time, my email is awilson@masshighernorthcentralwb.com. I hope that you stay healthy and well. Enjoy.